Hello, you're tuning into Tea Time with Kima J. And as always, I got my tea. But I hope you all had a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed your hump day, Wednesday. And I just wanted to come to you and drop a little word. That's all. It'll be a short video. I know that some of you all know, but not all of you. Recently, I had a surgery. I was cut in my stomach. And so with the surgery, the doctor had to go through all these layers to cut me open, right? So after the surgery, he stitched me up, right? So after they stitched me, after the surgery, I began to be in so much pain. Clearly, going under the knife is not anything easy to deal with. So upon getting cut open, getting stitched up, going home, not on the hospital medications anymore, trying to do everything on my own, I'm experiencing pain, right? So, but as the days go by, the stitches begin to heal, the incision begins to close completely. The pain gets easier, but it's still there. It takes time for healing to take place, right? So, after a certain amount of time, the doctor's orders, you can't do this, you can't do that, then you can't lift over 20 pounds, you gotta kind of lay in a bed, you gotta rest, your body has to heal, right? But I'm looking at my stomach and I'm like, well, it looks healed from the outside. But the thing about it is, not only do we need to heal on the outside to where we can put on, our game face, there's healing on the inside that needed to take place for me to have a full recovery so that I can function at my best, so that I can be completely pain-free. Because had I not gotten total healing, if I go out, run, jump, do the same things I used to do, exercise, before I was completely healed, I would be no good. And I would be continually in pain. That hurt and that pain would still be there, And I do have a scar. Even though I'm healed, the scar is there. It's a reminder of something that I went through. But I don't have to have that pain anymore because I received the proper healing and I took the proper protocols to make sure that I don't end up in this situation again. That I don't have a back, go backwards or whatever. What do you call it? A setback. I don't want to have a setback, so I did what I needed to do to nurture my body, to make sure my body healed. And so even though, as I said, the wounds on the outside seemed to close together and everything looked okay, the inside needed to heal completely. And a lot of times that happens in our lives. We go through something very detrimental. We may go through a little pain, something that may be uncomfortable, something that hurts us, backstabbing, betrayal, loss, of a friend, a family, someone we loved. Anything could have happened in our life, and it can become a wound. We have surface level wounds, we have deep tissue wounds, and we can have like deep rooted wounds where you're like completely cut open like I was. And so with those comes emotions, and a lot of times those emotions can be harbored and they're not dealt with. There's no healing that took place, right? So that can sometimes prevent us from having successful relationships in our future, or at the present moment also. So those wounds need to be completely healed from the inside out. So, like I said, it's easy to put on a game face, right? We can go through the pain where we physically cry, we're hurting, and we're angry, or you can see it on our face, right? But then we get past that, and then we can put on this face like a facade. Everything is okay, right? I'm fine. But inside, I'm still hurting. Inside, I have not healed. Those wounds are still there, and we carry that. It's something dark. It can be baggage. That's weight. That's heavy. That's stress. That's disappointment. It's all kinds of things. It's hurt, and it can be very deep. And so in order for us to move forward, sometimes we got to take a step back and say, okay, this is what happened to me, right? We need to acknowledge what happened and acknowledge the situation and say, okay, look, I don't like how I'm dealing with this, or this is affecting me in a certain relationship or in a certain situation, or I'm dealing with something the wrong way. I can be dealing with it better, but you don't recognize the root of the cause. You have to recognize it and you have to deal with it. You have to get complete and total healing, and it's possible. There's a saying, it says hurting people hurt people, but it does not always have to be accurate. People will be hurt every day, and it's a part of life, but hurting people don't have to hurt people. Hurting people can receive healing. Hurting people can still walk in love. You don't have to carry all that baggage from those wounds. You don't have to carry that excess weight. You go through it, you remember it, it's your scar. You will remember it, but you live and you get through it and you receive healing so that you can continue to prosper. You can continue to grow. You can continue to flourish and have successful relationships. And a lot of times, the relationship issues that we have come from baggage that we have not dealt with, or we kick to the back of our mind and act like they don't exist. Too many times we put on our game face and have not dealt with our issues. So I just want to take a moment of self-reflection. Think about some of the things that you may be holding on to, some of the things you may be harboring, something that you may not have received healing from yet. Take the time, recognize it, get through it, address it mentally, physically, whatever you have to do, spiritually, however you deal with it, but allow yourself to receive full and total healing so that you can be a blessing to someone else, so that you can be good for someone else, for your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, wife, your children, whoever it may be at work. We want to build successful relationships. So I just wanted to take a moment to tell you guys it's okay to take a moment to receive the healing that you need from an issue that may have happened a long time ago. It's never too late to work on yourself. So with that being said, hurting people do not always have to hurt people. Hurting people can be healed and they can walk in love. And as always, I want you to drink your tea.